This program is brought to you by Link TV for educational and non-commercial use only.
Bombings and shootings are reported daily in northern Iraq. Did the surge fail? And who is targeting the Kurds? Answers to these questions and more on Link TV's Mosaic Intelligence Report.
It was not long ago that the surge in Iraq was cause for praise and a measure of success during the U.S. presidential race. Some in the U.S. Congress have even argued that the surge is a recipe that could be exported to Afghanistan to defeat the Taliban. The fact of the matter is that the surge did work, but only for a short while. It is now apparent that the Iraqi insurgency has adapted to what the U.S. and Iraqi forces have been throwing at it. When the surge was in full swing in and around Baghdad, the Iraqi insurgency retreated, but since June 30th, when U.S. troops in Iraq withdrew from urban centers, some insurgents moved right back in, while others shifted their attention to the Iraqi north, a cat and mouse game.
Our security troops have been fully deployed in the streets of Baghdad. Yesterday, the city witnessed some security incidents. Our troops have been put on high alert and they are ready to act, God willing.
In the past, the insurgents focused on the Shia and almost succeeded in whipping up an all-out sectarian war between Sunnis and Shias in 2006 when they blew up the golden dome of the Al-Askari Mosque in the city of Samarra, one of the holiest sites in Shia Islam. Although no injuries occurred in the blast, the mosque was severely damaged and the bombing resulted in violence over the following days. Currently, the insurgents have been switching their attention to the Kurds in the north, trying to exploit disputes between them and Arabs. Bombings and shootings are reported almost daily in and around Mosul, the capital of the northern province of Nineveh. More than 150 people have been killed in violent incidents in Iraq during the past 5 days, according to a tally by the Associated Press. Just recently, 2 suicide bombers killed at least 21 people in a cafe in northern Iraq. The double bombing occurred at about 5 p.m. in the Ayyub Coffee House in Sinjar, a town about 240 miles northwest of Baghdad. Most of the victims were Yazidis, a Kurdish-speaking religious minority.
I transport workers in the morning. They come here looking for work. They are trying to make a living. They don't deserve this. This act is not part of religion. God doesn't condone it. What kind of people are they?
What's interesting in this new round of attacks is the fact that no one has been claiming responsibility for them. So who is responsible for them? Well, the answer to the question depends on who is answering it. The Iraqi state-controlled media and US-financed television station Al-Iraqiyya have been recently laying the blame on insurgency groups like Al-Qaeda in Mesopotamia, as the Iraqi wing of the jihadist movement calls itself. However, if you watch the Arabic-speaking Iranian television station, Al-Alam, the blame rests with Saudi Arabia.
Here in Brussels, diplomatic sources from the European Union revealed secret Saudi schemes behind the security deterioration in Iraq. These sources said that the dangerous information of an attempt by the Saudis to support a secret plan named Cleansing the Nest reached more than one European capital.
The station has been conducting interviews with Iraqi analysts and some senior Iraqi government advisors who have been accusing the kingdom of sending legions of extremists across the border in an attempt to destabilize the oil-rich Iraqi north in order to drive oil prices back up. Meanwhile, just like the US generals and politicians, Iraqi Prime Minister Al-Maliki has been counting on the surge and success in security for his campaign to get re-elected in January.
Our forces are fully capable of securing the country. Our forces will be able to respond to terrorist attacks, and we have no doubt that they will defeat them.
His government has been bombarding the airwaves with ads about a secure Iraq and support the Iraqi forces campaign. But with the never-ending cycle of violence, weary Iraqis seem to be losing hope. An Iraqi resident on television summed it all up. Talk is cheap and our blood is even cheaper, he said. I'm Jamal Dajani for the Mosaic Intelligence Report. To learn more about this program or to share your thoughts, visit us at linktv.org/MIR. You can also follow me on Twitter to receive my updates.
This program is brought to you by Link TV for educational and non-commercial use only. Link TV is the only U.S. network dedicated to global and national news, uncompromising documentaries, and diverse cultural programs. Programs which connect you to the world.